Hello and welcome to another episode of the Three Techs. This is a special episode because every April for the past few years I've been attending this thing called the NAB Show.
What's NAB stand for, Tony?
Well, watch this.
After a moderately long plane ride, I was launched out of the airport tram tunnel and arrived in Paris. No, wait, I'm in Las Vegas. I arrived in Las Vegas, a city of grandeur and excessiveness, with the fountains of Bellagio, one of the most elaborate water features in the world, to the grand interiors of its casinos and resorts. And since 1991, Las Vegas has been home to the National Association of Broadcasters, or NAB Show. With around 100,000 attendees, it is one of the largest trade shows for media, entertainment, and technology. NAB kicked off the week by honoring Alda, who, if you were born after 1990, you probably have no idea who he is. For everyone else, you probably know him as Hawkeye from the hit TV show MASH. If you look up into the air, you'd spot this camera suspended on a wire. It can produce shots like this flyover of a mountain biker. And it's all controlled using something that looks like it came out of an arcade. Now you know how shots like this are done on American Idol. As you walk into the convention center, you can't miss this robot. Just hit the button and you can star in your own music video. These robots are what they use whenever you see those superhuman fast camera moves. Inside the exhibition halls, there's no shortage of things to see. You have vendors from all over the world showing off their products. You can even step into sound booths like this one from Shure. Put on a set of headphones and try to find your perfect microphone. This miniature soccer field, or football as it's called outside the USA, demonstrates how a single camera operator can control multiple cameras simultaneously all around the stadium. To operate them, you simply aim the master camera at the action that you want all the other cameras to follow. And as you move the master camera, all the other cameras follow it automatically. With a fast internet connection, you can even operate these cameras remotely from your home. This table shows many of the different configurations for Nikon's new Z-series mirrorless cameras for filmmaking. Nikon was also showing a preview of their RAW video support on their Z-series cameras for Apple ProRes RAW. You could also try out some lenses that haven't been released yet, like this Nikkor Z 24-70mm f2.8 zoom lens designed for the mirrorless Z-series cameras. If you're a Nikon fan, this might get you a bit excited. And if you get excited by big lenses, this Nikkor Z 58mm f0.95 Noct lens will really get you going. It has the largest maximum aperture ever made in a Nikon lens and also gives you buttery smooth blurring of your background, or bokeh. Ooh, look at those bokeh balls. If that wasn't enough to satisfy your appetite for lenses, there were even more lenses imprisoned in a case of glass. For those of you who have ever dreamed of becoming a stick figure, your dream has now become reality. If becoming a stick figure isn't your fancy, maybe watching synchronized robots on rails is right up your alley. And you're in luck, because these robots are just mesmerizing to watch. And if size matters to you, there's the Super Techno camera cranes. Ever wonder how they shoot scenes of someone driving in a car? Now it's easy with this fancy setup. It even has a monitor for the driver to know when and which way to steer. By the way, who wears sunglasses while driving at night? Anyway, moving on to the podcasting pavilion, I found our friends from Cleanfeed. Hello, Mark and Mark. Over in the South Hall, there were even more exhibits like this one from Blackmagicdesign. But I was soon distracted by the Ross video switchers with their lighted color buttons and moving faders. And this production switcher, oh, just look at all those lights. Now this whisper room is actually what I'm standing in right now as I record this voiceover. And that's a picture of my actual whisper room with the orange foam. Let's turn the music down so you can hear the difference it makes in a loud convention center. It even has an optional air conditioning unit for more comfortable extended use. Ooh, that's just the creepy face LED display I need in my home, and that concave video wall. There's definitely no shortage of LED video walls here that would put any home TV to shame. For those of you who have dreamed of writing your name or logo in a waterfall, your dream has now become reality. As you know, Seagate sells hard drives, which by themselves are quite boring. So in order to spice things up, they added this waterfall with two robot arms. The small one is holding the orange hard drive, and that larger one has a high-speed camera. And with that, they've made their dreams of seeing an orange hard drive fly through the air in slow motion come true. And they did it over and over again. This Lamborghini Huracan is probably many little boys and girls' dreams, but this one comes with front and rear camera mounts. If you're going to build a camera car, why not do it with some style? You also had skater boys, and a man standing on a stage with a microphone, and live shows being filmed. Apparently Katie Williams here had a twin stunt double waiting in the audience to jump in case one of those many owl succulent planter pods decides to attack. Here's another pre-release product, at least it hadn't been released in the USA at the time. This is the RØDE Wireless Go, a super compact wireless microphone system that easily clips onto your shirt and also easily clips onto the hot shoe of your camera. The transmitter has a built-in omnidirectional microphone, or you can plug in a 3.5mm external lavalier microphone. The clip is the same size as a hot shoe mount, so it fits perfectly on top of your camera. Let's head over to Sony and see what the Japanese have cooked up. Aha! AI-based Video Analytics Edge Analytics appliance, or green screen with no green screen for short. If you have an unfortunate allergic condition to green screens, you can use this device to replace the background of your video with anything. Or you could be like this guy and star in your own iPod video commercial. And this is the green screen with no green screen device, which sells for $3,000 for the basic unit. And if you want the software license to actually replace the background, that's an extra $8,000 for a total of $11,000. And what are these people watching? Oh, 18-foot tall swimmers in bikinis. This is probably the biggest and most beautiful Sony display you'll never have. This display is made up of 288 modules with a total resolution of 8K. It's 32 feet wide and 18 feet tall. It weighs over 3 tons and uses about 29 kilowatts of electricity. If you can fit this in your home, it costs about $5 million US. And I think Sony will even send some of its engineers from Japan to install it for you. Speaking about ridiculousness, check out this matrix-like setup from Chronos. With its circular array of high-speed cameras, you can shoot anything in super slow-mo from 360 degrees. If you can dodge bullets like Neo, you'd need this setup to post your mad skills to Instagram. Chronos also caters to people who like dropping golf balls into cups of blue water. Some people dream of closets full of shoes. Others dream of closets full of lenses. So if you like trying stuff on, you might also like coming here to try on some lenses. Ah, more microphones. This time from Sennheiser, who also have a compact portable wireless microphone systems with a few additional options. Here's a wireless receiver that connects to your camera or audio recording device via 3.5mm jack. All of these charge via USB-C connectors, and it can attach to a hot shoe mount. This transmitter plugs directly into the end of the microphone with an XLR connection. Here's the lavalier microphone and transmitter that you would clip onto your talent. Over in the Neumann microphone area, you can try out some of their most popular microphones. In the DPA booth, they had several microphones, including their sub-miniature lavalier microphones, which unfortunately are too small to see here. But they did have accessories on display that looked more like pieces of modern art. There were solutions to speed up your editing and color workflow with these control panels from Tangent and free open source software from Command Post. If you're an aspiring focus puller, someone whose sole job on set is to focus the lens on a camera, you can get into the game with this Tilta Nucleus N system, which includes a compact wireless motor and controller. And then there's this, Atlas Lens Company, for people who like shining flashlights into camera lenses. And here are their founders. Of course, these aren't ordinary lenses, they're anamorphic lenses. Anamorphic lenses give you a much wider field of view than normal lenses and produce a unique stretched lens flare shape. Thus, the reason why these ladies are flashing lights into the camera lenses. So if you're aspiring to create films like J.J. Abrams, pick up a set of these anamorphic lenses. Of course, no trade show is complete without a celebratory nightclub party. And that's the NAB Show, where content comes to life and dreams come true.
There's a lot of stuff at that show, Tony. I tell you, it's amazing. I don't know if it's all Hollywood or all Silicon Valley or the two married. I don't know. That's fabulous. That's amazing.
It seems to be a blend of everything, media, entertainment, and technology in one. Because these things are all just converging these days. If you are in these industries, it's definitely a show that you want to check out sometime. You can usually find free coupon codes or ways to get into the exhibit hall. The sessions and all that kind of other stuff you do have to pay for, and there is a lot of cool stuff going on other than the exhibition floor.
There are a couple of things in there that caught my eye. That Bolt robot, it looks like a dolly on steroids, I tell you.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Right as you walk in, Nikon has this little exhibit where you can hit a button and it will record with these really fast swinging moves back and forth. at a high frame
yeah.
rate. Kind of like you see those moves in a lot of music videos. That's how
Oh,
they
sure,
do those,
yeah,
you know, when the
yeah.
camera is like moving so quickly, it's pretty much like superhuman speeds. That's how they're
Right.
doing it with one of these
Yeah.
motion control robots.
Yeah, I don't think I want one of those in my garage, though. I don't think I can afford it.
I think it's also a liability because those things are super heavy and they take a lot of power and they move really fast. I think it's
Yeah.
something like almost 10 feet a second they can move.
Yeah, and I also saw that Nikon booth. There's some new Z's here, man, and I'm not sleeping.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot going on in the Nikon booth. They had a lot of their lenses that actually haven't been released yet, right? So you
Right,
got a
right.
chance to see some of those. I think the 24 to 70 f2.8 was there. I think that's coming out later this year.
Right.
They also had this 58 millimeter f0.95. Right, so that is a super wide aperture, which gives you really, really shallow depth of field.
I think we overkill that sometimes, but to have that there, that's an interesting tool. And making good use of it takes a professional photographer to do that right.
It's almost like macro photography, but at a
Right.
bigger level, right? You know how macro photography, it's very shallow depth of field if you're
Right.
like photographing an insect or a flower or
can't
something
breathe.
like that. No,
Yeah.
this is that same sort of deal, but at a bigger scale.
That normal scale, yeah. I'm glad to see Nikon doing that. The camera industry has a lot of places to go, and we hope that they'll be around to keep giving us some new gadgets and toys and tools. So it's good. Oh, that whisper room, man, that was a good demo. You just walk right in there, and you could still barely hear some stuff, but that worked. I thought that worked really well.
Interesting little tidbit here. When I ordered my Whisper Room, they gave me the choice of charcoal black or dark red burgundy foam. And I said, do you have orange? They said, nobody's ever asked for that before. And so they special ordered orange foam for me. I had to buy the whole case because they're like, nobody's ever going to buy this. You're going to have to buy the whole thing. No problem. I buy it. I put it together. I take some cool photos. I put in my own colored LED lighting in my booth, sent them some photos, and they were like, this is amazing. And they posted it on their website, and they told me, like, customers were just saying, I want the Tony Tang booth.
All right.
So now when you go to their shows, it's orange foam, and they've redesigned their lighting. It's like LED with different colors that you can change.
Okay.
It's definitely a lot hipper now.
And didn't you say that there's two models? It's a single wall and a double wall or something that's even better?
Yeah, so what you saw
Yeah.
in the video there, the sound isolation was only for a single wall unit. What
Okay.
you can do is you can actually buy a double walled unit, and the way that works is they'll ship you another set of walls that go inside your existing booth, plus another
okay.
ceiling and floor and everything, so everything's
okay.
doubled. The sound reduction is effectively also going to be increased by that factor.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it'll be a lot quieter if you are in a noisy environment.
Yeah, if you happen to live next to the L train or
Yeah,
something.
right.
Yeah. Okay. I got that. I'm jealous. Tell me about those video walls. That's sci-fi to me, man.
That is pretty amazing. Those video walls. I mean, you go to the Consumer Electronics Show and they talk about like, oh, this 100-inch, TV, and I'm like, this TV is like 18 feet tall and 32 feet wide, right? And
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah,
seeing
that's
at
TV,
NAB, and that's a TV.
The other thing was that car,
The Lamborghini.
the Lamborghini.
Yes. There
well.
are some pretty wild camera chase cars that they've built. I guess when you're doing high-speed filming and car chases, you need a fast car.
Why not? Why not? It's probably not good for Google Maps, though. I don't think Google needs it for Google Maps.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those driving around for Google Maps.
So what stood out to you? Was there something there you got your credit card out for?
Going to these shows, Bob, is very, very dangerous because
Yes.
I usually end up spending thousands of dollars on buying some cool gadget, new camera, new whatever. This year, I think I was pretty good. I walked out of there not buying anything from the actual show. The only thing I did buy right away is the Rode Wireless Go microphone set, which we're actually
Right.
using today. I'm wearing it
Right.
right now. You've been hearing it this whole time. That became available the week after NAB
Yeah.
and has been a pretty good unit so far.
Yeah, that's a really fascinating idea, and the implementation looks good. Tell us how you shot that walkthrough, the show walkthrough, what you did.
Well, I want to show everybody what it's like to be at NAB, but I didn't want to bring all this gear with me because it was just me going. So what I did is I just brought my iPhone and handheld everything, right? I literally just pulled this out of my pocket, shot like this, and all those walking moves and everything was just handheld, no gimbal or anything.
To me, the thing that it showed me is that marriage of various technologies and production tools and stuff. The technology part of this is getting better and better and better, and it's going to give us better entertainment and better tools for all kinds of things we're doing. So that's exciting.
There's a lot of cool stuff coming out there. It's in a really exciting time that we're living in here. So if you ever get the opportunity to check out NAB next year, it's been in Las Vegas for the past couple decades. Block your calendar for April. If you go to the website nabshow.com, you can learn more about it. And typically vendors will have promotion codes that you could use to get free exhibit passes.
Good.
Definitely check it out. Well, that's our recap of the NAB Show 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the 3 Techs. Subscribe and tap that bell to be notified for new episodes, and hit that like button. Thanks for watching. See you next time.